happened here today in Los Angeles, I think, is the worst nightmare for so many people who live here. You know, Los Angeles is a largely so-called minority-majority city. There are just as many people of color here as there are white people. And in fact, 10% of the population of Los Angeles County, come with me, which is one of the largest counties, the largest by population in the United States, is undocumented. There could be as many as 1 million undocumented people who live here in Los Angeles. And what you saw today, and what all of these people are protesting, is large-scale immigration enforcement raids. What you're looking at on the left-hand side of your screen is this protest from the sky. The helicopters are directly above me. You saw, I'm sorry for the noise, but you saw tactical officers on things like Bearcat vehicles, flashbang grenades on the city streets of Los Angeles, which largely felt like, as some people described in local media, that the military was on the streets of Los Angeles. Historically, the Los Angeles Police Department does not cooperate with immigration enforcement efforts. The Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department does not cooperate with immigration enforcement efforts. But when you have got ICE in Los Angeles showing up reportedly at Home Depot, where many undocumented people go to get work as day laborers, you know the National Day Laborer Organizing Network well. Many of those people responded in the wake of the fires here in Los Angeles. When you've got ICE showing up outside of places like schools, it quite literally is striking fear into the heart of people all throughout this community. And it is, I think it's fair to say, the worst fear of so many people here who live in Los Angeles and who have heard President Trump threaten that they would do this. But when this day comes on a Friday morning that stretches into a Friday afternoon, people in Los Angeles are mobilizing and they are very upset.
You're a fucking loser!
Tell your mama how you proud of rallying people and taking them in. What crime did they make? What crime did they commit? Nothing. I'm sure you're proud, bitch. Oh, these motherfuckers can't get gay. It's corruption. Look at that. This is brand new motherfuckers. So proud of standing so tall.
Hey everyone, I'm here getting out of work and I'm just looking at all the chaos that happened here in LA. We had ICE in downtown. We had ICE at the courts today, just picking up people all over the place at Home Depot. It's really hard to think that tonight, there's going to be a bunch of kids missing their mom or their dad, their brother, their cousins. Someone got picked up. They didn't get picked up. They were kidnapped. We have these cowards that are working for the government wearing masks trying to hide who they are. Doesn't hide that you're a coward. You don't work for the president by himself. Your duty and your job is to uphold the Constitution. And just remember, there were Nazis that tried to use that as their defense and said that they were just following orders. That does not excuse what you're doing. You're a coward. These people that you're picking up, they're not criminals. Just because the president and certain people continue to dehumanize our people, they're not criminals. They're honest, law-abiding, hard-working people that are contributing to our society. For my people that are out there, don't come out. Let's continue our boycott. Stop spending money when you don't have to. Let's hurt them where it hurts them the most, in their pockets. Let them feel it. They don't want us here. Okay, you don't want us here, we're not going to spend money. Know your rights. If you can, carry the little red cards. Okay, a lot of people have been messaging me and I've been sending them to you. Digital, through email, or I've met a couple of people so I can give them the cards. It's very important that you know your rights. Don't answer any questions. Don't sign anything. And speak up. If you're someone that can speak up for other people. Your silence, there's a lot of people out there that are silent. Your silence is betrayal. You need to be speaking up for the people that don't have a voice. Right now I'm working very closely with the city. I've met a lot of police officers. In a lot of the meetings when I've talked to them, they've told us that they do not get involved. They don't get involved with ICE. They don't help them out. They don't provide any buildings to them. But today I saw a lot of videos where LAPD was there. I'm just wondering, what were they doing there? Did they lie? I don't know. Hopefully they come out with a statement and tell us what were they doing there. It's frustrating, super frustrating. MAGA, making America great again. Doesn't sound like MAGA. It sounds more like MAWA, making America white again. That's what they're trying to do. And right now they're going after Brown. No one's safe. Okay, there's a lot of immigrants that thought they were safe. They voted for him, and there's certain groups that now they're feeling the pain. Okay, so again, we need to be united. We need to fight for the people that don't have a voice. Do not go out if you don't have to. Don't spend unnecessary money. Okay, yeah, we have to have each other's back. Sad moments we're living right now.
How can you lack so much compassion? What if your mom, your dad, was immediately just taken from you as a white person, as a black person, as anyone? How can you just accept that? This is not, fuck, bro. This is so unreal, and how can people just lack compassion? How? Why can't you just imagine yourself just waking up one day with your family not there anymore? So LA businesses are getting raided by ICE, or some people that are wearing stuff that says ICE on it with their faces all covered up. People are getting ran over. Shots are being literally fired, literally. And this is supposed to be life right now. We're not going to get treated like humans because they don't see us like humans. They lack compassion. How can you lack compassion? How? I understand that you're trying to get criminals out. Why are you going to workplaces where people are just trying to work? That doesn't make sense.
He has no right. You guys are fucking stupid. You cannot do this. He has a family. Leave him alone. He has a family,
They say ICE
dude.
is out here only going after the bad guys, right? But let me tell y'all something that I saw that proves all of that straight bullshit. Last night I ran into two of my old partners from high school. Both these guys are immigrants. One's from Samoa, one's from Tonga. Both these guys just got out of prison. With some real charges too, man. I'm talking kidnapping, assault with a deadly weapon, gang enhancements. They're both validated gang members pretty much. You would think ICE would be all over them, right? No, y'all. They are actually walking free. ICE ain't knocking on no parole offices. They're not camping outside of jails. They're not at your local prison. They're not at your local probation department. You know where they're at? Construction sites, farmlands, restaurants, places where only hard-working immigrants are.
Hello there, you guys. Yes, Torrance Elementary is winding down for the school year. Many students getting their final grades and their summer reading lists. That is, except for one fourth grader. The PTA president says that he went with his father last Thursday down to Texas for a hearing on their immigration status. And then after that hearing, they were separated and detained. No doubt a very scary situation for a little boy.
I was one of the translators in there because I speak English, Portuguese, and Spanish, and they would come in there with their papers, and they would say, "Can you translate this for me? Because I don't want to sign something and get deported." And a lot of those papers, I would have to look back at them and be like you're being deported, like they're taking you out of the country. These people have families, man. Like they have kids to go home to. They had me in handcuffs. Sometimes our lunch and dinner would be crackers. You sleep sleep on concrete floors. I have to use the bathroom in the open with like 35-year-old men. We don't get to see the daylight. Supposedly, we're supposed to stay there for under 72 hours. Like I said, I stayed there for 6 days.
Do you guys know how lucky you are if you don't, like, if your family doesn't have to worry about, like, getting deported and stuff? Because, like, I just think about my mom and my parents, like, they're out working and they can't stop working, but they're, like, literally living in fear and seeing all these fucking raids happening in downtown where the people just went to work and now they're not going home. They're gonna go to, like, detention centers and, like, you know, like, it just fucking sucks. And
it was never about deporting criminals. It was always about racism. And for the Latinos that don't understand this, that are like, well, I did it right. Well, my family did it right. It doesn't matter. They don't like you. You will never be one of them. Right now, you are useful and beneficial. But once they no longer need you, they're coming for you. They're coming right now after citizens. They're coming after children. They're coming after people who have a status and are going to immigration court. They're breaking every single law, and they are doing it without due process. They are just deporting people. If you look a certain way, if you have a certain tattoo that they think might or might not, you're out. You're out. If they could deport me, they would.